This video is a short introduction to Beebop for tutors. Beebop is the school platform where we can communicate with students and colleagues, create course content and assignments, create calendar events, mark our students' attendance, grade coursework, conduct remote sessions with webcams and screen sharing, reserve rooms and equipment, and a few other things depending on what has been enabled for the account of our school. Beebop works on any modern browser and on any device, computers, tablets, phones, but there are limitations to some features on Safari, in particular when it comes to using video, so the recommended browsers are Chrome, Firefox, and Edge. Now we are just going to have a quick look at the interface to see where everything is, and other videos will explore each feature in more detail. The home page. When we first log in, we land on the home page. This page is divided into three main sections. The top section is where we have a number of dedicated widgets to see all the latest information that is relevant to us. We have reminders for things to do, a list of our next lectures and other calendar events, quick reports to see who has opened our messages, notifications, announcements, and more, depending on the configuration of our account. Using the links and buttons on these widgets, we can go straight to calendar events, open notifications, check reports, etc., so most of our work can be done quickly without having to search through multiple pages and menus. Coming back to the home page is just one click away, using the navigation bar which is always visible. When we don't need to see them, each widget can be minimized with a click at the top of their interface, and we can also collapse or expand the whole section using this button on the top right of the screen. The middle section is where we find all the classes we are registered to teach. By default, Beebop shows only current classes, hiding those which have ended and those which have yet to start. If we want to see more, for example when we need to prepare lectures for a course which will start soon, we can use this button to access the display preferences for this section. Clicking on one of these classes will take us to a new page where we find the modules we teach for this particular class. Optionally, we can also create shortcuts to the modules we access more often with this Add to Home Page button. Now we can see that the home page has a new container for favorites just next to the classes list. This will disappear automatically when there are no favorites to display, and removing favorites is as simple as adding them. The final section of the home page contains more useful shortcuts to specific pages which can also be configured to save time and clicks. Wherever we are on Beebop, the top right of the screen is always showing the buttons to display our notifications, the Help panel, and our own Account panel. The Account panel is where we edit our personal settings, and where we sign out. If we have more than one user role, this is also where we switch between them. For example, some users may be both tutors and administrators. The main navigation bar, to the left or the bottom of the screen, has just 5 destinations: Home, Calendar, Channels, Messages, and Resources. Channels is a feature similar to Facebook groups, with the difference that it's much more secure, because it's not open to the outside world, and it's entirely controlled by the school. Here anyone, including students, can create one or more channels to discuss anything, and each course has a dedicated channel to encourage collaborative learning and promote engagement between lectures. Finally, Resources is where we can find everything we are authorized to see on Beebop. What we see on this page as tutors is different from what students and administrators can see. Many of the things listed in Resources are also accessible from other pages, but here we can find them all, organized in logical sections, and easily searchable. Use the Help section if you have any question or issues to report, and consider subscribing to Beebop's YouTube channel to be updated on new features and changes which are added every month.